I am so excited to talk about these books because fall is literally my favorite season ever, and it's like pretty much here. So let's talk about it. Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Apologize if you can hear any sort of music in the background. My office wall and my partner's music room sit right next to each other and he's playing the guitar. So just ignore it. It's just nice background music, you know? Today I'm talking about the books that are on my fall TBR. This is going to change, evolve over time as fall goes on, but I just wanted to get like the base books that I am so excited to read this month. I'm going to go through them kind of quickly. I'm not going to give like a huge synopsis. You've probably heard about them. Let's talk about it. So I'm going to start with the physical books that I have first, and I haven't been buying books as often lately just because they're so expensive and I'm like attempting to save money, so we don't buy books like we used to, but that's okay. I have a pile of books that I have not read yet. I wanted to start with these two books because I still have not read them. It's the Inheritance Games, the Hawthorne Legacy. I don't have the third one. I can't remember. The Final Gambit, I think. These are by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I think these are considered YA novels, so I kind of steer away from YA novels for the most part. My top are like spicy romance and sometimes thriller, so this sounds so fun though. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's like these people fighting for inheritance. It sounds really interesting. I don't know a ton about these books, but I know that these will probably be perfect for fall, and I'm excited to try them out. And I hate that they have Target stickers on them, but what am I going to do? The next book I'm going to be reading, I've already read it. Last year was the first time I read it, but I feel like this is going to be a thing that I do every year, and it's November 9 by Colleen Hoover. I love this cover. I love the OG cover versus the new ones. It's a really quick read. It's about this boy and girl. They meet kind of, I don't know if they fall in love on their first, they really like each other at least, and they decide that they're too young, they're not ready for like a relationship, so they're gonna meet each other in the same spot every November 9th. And there's plot twists. I know people have some controversies about this book. I truly enjoyed it. This is probably one of my top books I've ever read, at least this point in my life. So yeah, if you haven't read this, or Verity as well, I didn't put that on the list because this is my top. Verity is also very good. So if you want to read a Colleen Hoover book this fall, Verity or November 9, they're beautiful books. The next book has been on my TBR for too long. I read the ACOTAR series last year around this time, I think, and I never read A Court of Silver Flames. And yes, I tried to rip the Target sticker off and it didn't go very well, so we're gonna ignore that. But this is the book about Nesta and Cassian. It's very large. That's probably why I haven't really touched it yet, because I get so intimidated by large books. But I am so excited to read this. I feel like A Court of Thorns and Roses hype is still going strong, and I see it everywhere, and I'm just like, I just need to sit down and start reading it and get through it because I know I'm gonna love it. I loved all those books, so we're gonna read that. Keep me accountable. And the next book, I'm wanting to make a video about it, actually, me reading it, is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This book has been all over the place as well. It is not spicy at all, I don't think. And I don't have a synopsis on the back of the book. I know it's set in London, and she's kind of a high profile type of gal. She wears like fancy clothes, that type of vibe. So I don't know if it'll totally be something that I love. We will see, but I'm gonna read it on a vlog. So I ordered this recently. It was $20 on Amazon, and it hurt a little bit, but we have to buy books sometimes. And like, look how pretty it is. So that's my physical TBR. I'm gonna move on to like Kindle books or audiobooks. So let's talk about those. The first two I already read. The first one is The Arrangement, and the second one is It's Always the Husband. These were just getting me into the fall season. I think I listened to both on audiobook. They were both great. I think I gave both of them 4 out of 5 stars. So if you're interested in getting your hands into some thriller type reads, I felt like these books really, they were like an easy thriller. They weren't too complicated. They were quick, especially the arrangement. It took me like 2.5 hours to listen to. I'm gonna have to look each of these up because I don't remember what they're about. The next book is Scream for Us by Molly Doyle. This is a quick read. I'm excited because it is like a pumpkin on the cover. It sounds like this girl gets captivated by 3 masked men, and it's definitely spicy. A lot of trigger warnings. So that's all I'm going to say about that book because it is just a quick spicy read set in the Halloween time. So we're reading it this season. Next up, we're going to read Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. I just finished Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton, so I kind of have a feel of her writing style. So I'm not totally sure if I'm going to love these books just because they are very violent and very trigger warning heavy. So we will see how I like them. I'm sure I'll enjoy them in some way. It's called The Cat and Mouse Duet. I think it's like a stalker situation that turns spicy. So if you're into that kind of thing, definitely check these books out. I know they're very popular right now. We're gonna read them. I also want to read The Zodiac Academy. I think I would be on book 5. I took a break from these last year because they just kept getting longer and longer. I truly enjoy the series. If you have not read it, it's about these twins. There is a spooky car out there. There's these twins that find out they are actually princesses of a different world. I can't remember what the world is called. And they go to the Zodiac Academy because they have special powers, and it has werewolves, vampires, literally every supernatural being you could ever want in this story, and it's just their story. There's a lot of bullying type tropes. It gets spicier as the series goes on, so I just want to keep reading that series and not let it like fall away and me forget about it all. So next up, I want to read something that is more in the thriller genre, like actual, excuse the cat, an actual thriller. So I thought I would try out a Riley Sager book, The House Across the Lake. We love a story with lakes in it, don't we? They're always so creepy. This book sounds like, I'm sorry, I keep coughing. This book sounds like this girl moves to this town, meets somebody, and becomes friends with them, and then all of a sudden she disappears, and she's trying to figure out like if it was the husband, like who did it type situation, I think. It's a psychological suspense, gasp-worthy surprises. And that is what I'm here for, you know? I love a surprise. Like, give it all to me. And I also saw that on Scribd, Lisa Jewell has a book called Invisible Girls. Let me look it up. Invisible Girl, sorry. So I'm curious to hear more about this story because I've heard good things about Lisa Jewell as an author. I've never read anything by her. I'm not going to talk about what this book is about because I truly don't understand what it's about yet. So we will see. The cat wants attention. She wants to say hi. And the last book I wanted to talk about was Shatter Me. This is like a series that everyone's reading. I actually started the first book, but DNF'd it because I was listening to it, and the audiobook version of it is kind of weird. Like, it clicks a lot. So I think I got kind of turned off by it, but I want to try the audiobook again. I don't have the physical, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, in general, that is what we are looking at for the month of September. Hallelujah. This cat needs her attention time. And I'm so excited to get into the spooky season. Like, all of this makes me just so excited, and I just want to read and like wish it wasn't 100 degrees outside still. I just need to be patient and enjoy the heat for what it is, I guess. But literally yesterday it was 107, so And I live in Northern California, which is like unheard of. And there's big fires everywhere. So we're just doing our best out here. And I'm excited to read. So stay tuned for my next video. Hopefully it's this Magnolia Parks video. I don't know which book I'm reading next, but stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Say bye, Lilo. She says bye.